everyone, welcome to this episode of Speedy SPAG. So by the end of this week we will have survived an entire term of homeschooling and learning at home with our parents. So well done to all of you for your hard work this term. You've all worked really hard, but we've still got one video before half term and we can fit in some more SPAG learning. So today we're going to learn all about expanded noun phrases, which for some of you, particularly my Year 1 class, you won't have heard of those before. So let's warm up our brains for some SPAG learning today and then we'll do some learning. So let's start off with our usual Speedy SPAG warm-up. There's 4 sentences on the screen. Your job is to use your knowledge from all of our Speedy SPAG lessons so far to find the errors and correct them. So pause the video while you have a go at being a detective and finding those errors. Did you find them all? Let's have a look. Here we go. So in our red sentence, yay, the sun is out. Good job if you've spotted that we've got the wrong ow sound in out there. Out is spelt O-A-T or O-U-T. And that's an exclamation there. We need an exclamation mark. Yay, the sun is out. We can have an exclamation mark there. But if you chose to put a full stop at the end of that sentence for the missing punctuation, that is also fine. On to the green sentence then. We haven't got a capital letter to start our sentence, so we need a capital letter there. And then our second word, can't, is a contraction. So you could have corrected that to cannot as 2 separate words, or you could have added an apostrophe between the N and the T for can't. On to the blue sentence, the mums and dads were watching. Well, the mums and dads is a plural. It means there's lots of mums and there's lots of dads. So we don't need an apostrophe there because we're not trying to say that something belongs to the mums or to the dads. So it should be without apostrophes, the mums and dads were watching. On to the yellow sentence then, our final sentence of this warm-up, we've got a missing apostrophe. Now, you could have written that as what is your favourite snack, or we need an apostrophe because we've got a missing I for what is, and so we've got what's is our contraction. What's your favourite snack? And that is of course a question, so we need a question mark. Good job if you spotted all 8 errors on that page. So our learning intention today is, can I use expanded noun phrases in my writing? But what on earth is an expanded noun phrase? Well, let's have a look. An expanded noun phrase adds information about a noun. Now we know that a noun is a name of an object, place or person. So an expanded noun phrase just gives us a little bit more information about the noun. So to help me show you what I mean, let's meet Dave. Dave is a troll. Now this is a simple noun phrase, a troll. Now troll is my noun because it's the name of a thing. Now if I used this noun phrase, a troll, what image do you get of Dave? You don't really know that much about him from that noun phrase. But what about if we expanded our noun phrase using adjectives or describing words to describe him in more detail? What if I told you that Dave was actually a miserable grey troll? What image do you get in your head when I tell you that? How do you see him now? Adding adjectives to describe nouns is an expanded noun phrase, as it gives the reader a clearer picture of the person, object or place we're writing about. But don't forget, if we're using more than one adjective to describe the noun in an expanded noun phrase, we must use a comma to separate them. So I've put a comma between my 2 adjectives, a miserable, grey troll. Now my expanded noun phrase gives me 2 adjectives to help the reader build a picture of the thing that I'm trying to describe. Now, of course, you can't use an expanded noun phrase as a sentence on its own because that doesn't make sense. The miserable grey troll, full stop. That's not a sentence, it's just a phrase. So we can't use that as a sentence on its own. But we can use an expanded noun phrase to make our writing more interesting and tell the reader more about what it is we're trying to describe. The miserable grey troll didn't want to share his swamp with anyone. see how I've used my expanded noun phrase to give more information about the character I'm trying to describe and then tell you that he didn't want to share his swamp? So, now you've learnt what an expanded noun phrase is, that we've used adjectives to give more information about the noun we're using in our writing, I'd like you to have a go at finding the expanded noun phrases in each of these sentences. Now, you might like to use this as an opportunity to practice your beautiful Lowbrook handwriting, and you might like to copy out the sentence and then underline the expanded noun phrase in each sentence. Or you might like to talk to whoever's doing the video with you and tell them where the expanded noun phrase is in each sentence. Whichever way you choose to do this activity, I'd like you to pause the video now while you have a go at finding the expanded noun phrases in each of these sentences. Did you manage to find them all? I might have tried to catch you out in some of them. Let's have a look at the answers. So I've underlined the expanded noun phrase in each of these sentences. Let's have a look at the red one first. Hannah went for a walk in the overgrown, colourful garden. Now, Hannah is a noun in this sentence. It's a proper noun because it's the name of a person. But I don't have an expanded noun phrase for her name. I do have an expanded noun phrase for my second noun in this sentence, garden. So my adjectives in my expanded noun phrase help you to picture what that garden looks like. And I've used the adjectives overgrown and colourful. And I've remembered to use a comma in between my two adjectives to break them up. Let's have a look at my green one then. A strange distant sound woke James from his sleep. So sound is my noun there, and my expanded noun phrase is a strange distant sound. Now we can have a look at the blue sentence. She was a happy, funny girl and liked to play games. So I've used an expanded noun phrase there to describe the girl. Happy and funny give you a better picture of what the girl that we're writing about is really like. She's not a miserable, sad girl, but she's a happy, funny girl. And I've remembered again to use a comma to break up my two adjectives. On to the purple sentence then. The small shiny coin fell into the deep dark well. Now I've tried to catch you out on this sentence because not only have I got an expanded noun phrase for the small shiny coin, but I've also got an expanded noun phrase for the well, the deep dark well. Good job if you spotted that I tried to catch you out there in that last sentence with two expanded noun phrases to help the reader to picture not only the coin, but the well that the coin fell into. So now it's your turn to have a go at creating your own expanded noun phrases. On the screen, I've written a sentence. The girl went for a walk. Now that's a very simple and also very boring sentence. So I'd like you to use what you've learnt about expanded noun phrases to add an expanded noun phrase to the sentence and make it more interesting to read, to give more information about the noun in the sentence. So pause the video while you have a go at writing some expanded noun phrases to add into this sentence. You can write as many as you like. How did you get on with that one then, guys? So the girl is my noun phrase. Let's have a look at some of the answers you could have given. Now don't forget there's loads of possibilities out there, so don't panic if what I've written isn't the same as yours. But I've used lots of adjectives to describe the girl to make expanded noun phrases. The tiny blonde girl, the shy, quiet girl, the beautiful, happy girl, the horrible, grumpy girl. And you'll notice that I've used a comma between my two adjectives every time. But there was also another noun phrase in that sentence. Well done if you spotted that a walk is also a noun phrase. So we could have used that as our expanded noun phrase, or we could have used both. I've written a long, relaxing walk, a short, brisk walk, a hot, sunny walk, a slow, leisurely walk. And I compare any of my expanded noun phrases up to make this sentence and it would still make sense. The shy, quiet girl went for a slow, leisurely walk. Or the horrible, grumpy girl went for a long, relaxing walk. I wonder if you've made any sentences similar to mine. Okay, so now is a chance for you to apply what you've learnt today about expanded noun phrases to write your own sentences. And this is something that I'm going to let you do and save until next time. And we'll look at all the different possibilities we could have had, or some of the possibilities we could have had, next time at the beginning of my next SPAG lesson. So I've got some nouns on the left-hand side of the screen and lots of adjectives on the right-hand side of the screen. You can make any combination that you wish to make expanded noun phrases and use them within a sentence. So remember, an expanded noun phrase cannot be used on its own, and it uses adjectives to give more information about the noun used in a sentence. So be creative, make as many sentences as you like, and next time, after half term, we'll have a look at what different sentences you could have come up with. So guys, once again, thank you so much for joining me today for Speedy SPAG, and thank you for all your hard work all of this term working from home following my Speedy SPAG videos. I hope you have a really great rest of the week, and I hope you have a brilliant half term. Hopefully see you all soon. Stay safe, keep working hard, and be good. Bye guys.